Paul, a servant of the power and apostle of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, according to the faith of the powers elect, and the acknowledging of the truth which is after godliness. He said, but speak thou things which become a sound doctrine, that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience. First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Divine Israel, the apostles of GMS. Peace and blessings be multiplied to you, Akim, that's out here preaching this truth from the four corners of the earth. And you few Aqua that's listening and learning and being blessed, whatever Yahweh Shai may find your hands to do. All right, real quick, it's an early morning. I was reading the Titus. I was reading a devotion of Titus, basically trying to get the more understanding of the book. And yeah, the Spirit moved me to do a lesson on, because Crete, Titus was sent to Crete. He was a Greek follower of the scriptures, and he was a trusted brother to Paul. And Paul had commissioned him to. First of all, he was known for doing missionary work with Paul. And Paul had commissioned him to restore order in the churches in Crete. And mind you, the churches in Crete were very corrupt at that time, with with pedophilia, violence, sexual perversion, all manners of idolatry. And Paul had thought it was a good thing because of the position of Crete. Crete was on like an island, and he wanted to do missionary work there. So he commissioned Titus to go there, right? And Paul had said that he wanted to. The churches were already established, but they were all corrupted, much like here in America, which that's what brought this lesson on also, because we see that even with the Hebrew Israelite, what our doctrine, which is the true doctrine, through GMS, we have different factions of Israelites, and you got these guys that spewing out madness, much like they were doing at Crete. All right, matter of fact, Paul had preached to him, and he had quoted I forgot the guy's name, Epimenides. He was a Greek poet, and he had told him, and Epimenides was a Cretan himself, and he said the Grecians was always lazy, liars, and gluttonous wolves, to something to that effect. But anyway, Epimenides was a Greek poet, and Paul quoted him using, that was the cleverness of Paul, through the Spirit. And he used that, because Paul, he was a Roman, and Paul used different languages in where he grew up to do his ministry. Okay. All right, so that led me to go to Paul's Titus, the second chapter, and I wanted to look up a few words in there. He said, but I'm going to read this again. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine, and the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, and in patience. All right. Oh, man. She up. Okay. Morning, baby. Going there with Daddy. Morning. Go with Daddy. Okay, here, get your phone for you. Okay. Okay, I want to start it. It's like it. Yeah, Paul was pushing for a promotion of right teachings. He had to get these guys in order, man, because it was these churches was basically in it just for the money, and they were doing all type of wickedness, man. So Paul commissioned Titus to go there, and he wanted him to reestablish older men which in one of my definitions, I'm going to go to Kings. Okay. This is, let me look up sound. No, first speak. Okay.
Strong's G 2980. Laleo. Laleo.
Laleo. Okay. I think my point is down to 5. I'm going to just read them all. He said to utter a voice, to emit sound, to speak, to use tongue, or the faculty of speech. Doing a 2, 1, 2, and I think your point is at 5. He said to use words in order to declare one's mind and disclose one's thought. All right, which brings me to Isaiah. I think it's 26 and 3. Okay, yeah, man, I'll just start at the top. He said, in that day, it's like, 2. He said, open ye the gates, that the righteous nations which keepeth the truth may enter in. Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. All right, so when you speak the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, it shows that you trust in him. All right, so we have to keep this word near and dear to our heart, man. Again, I always say, try to keep this thing ingrained in your in the fabric of your every being, man. And that's not an easy thing to do. You just have to, basically, it's just practice, man. And it's not even practice, because when you practice something, practice is good. You practice and you study, get good at things. But practice can build up pride too. All right, you practice a thing and you master it. You have to study, reassert yourself, and humble down and do it all over again. Just keep doing it. You know, the scripture says, endure to the end. All right, so whatever the practice is to keep you humble, you just keep at it and do the same thing. Okay. All right, let me go to my next word. I'm trying to do a new way of studying and use scriptures, but then look up words as the apostles always taught us. The next one is sound, because these guys at these churches in Crete were just like the churches today, and just like the Israelite churches, man. I don't even mention the wacky cat tacky Christians, as Apostle Gabar would say. But basically, they were out of order. So looking up words and attributing to the scriptures, man, is sound doctrine. All right. And we say sound is, I like this.
Strong's G 5198. Hugiaino.
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 Hugiaino. To be sound, to be well, to be in good health. Metaphor, a Christian whose opinions are free from mixture of error. See, and that's exactly what these churches were doing in Crete. They were mixing philosophies, and because they believed in Zeus, and they were going off, man, just like the churches that you have now. Paul's letters don't exist, don't matter. Yahweh Shah, the name of the Lord doesn't matter. You can't mix the truth with bullshit, man. Water and oil don't mix. Just certain things just don't go together, man. Okay. B, of one who keeps the grace is strong. And I looked up, and I'm gonna get. First Timothy's 6:3. He said, if any man teach otherwise, and consent not to wholesome words, even the words of the Lord Yahweh Mashiach, and to the doctrine which is according to godliness, he is proud, knowing nothing, but dotting about questions and strife of words, whereof cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmisings. Right. So, and this is why you got these churches, these camps, they go out and they come against GMS, because we basically just lay in the foundation that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai had ordained. So that disrupts their their doctrine, So they, so that's why these accusations come up, man. But like I said, man, what the scripture says, you heap up coals upon your own head. They're not brotherly. If you got a difference in belief, okay, preach your belief, man. But they call us bumites and all type of wickedness, man. That's not brotherly. We talk about them, but basically we just tell them that they're going off, man. And even if we blurt out that they're niggers, that's what you are if you're going off. All right, the shoe fits, wear it. Okay. And my last one on this first verse was doctrine. All right.
Strong's G 1319.
Oh, okay. I read
Didaskalia. Didaskalia.
That which is taught, doctrine, teaching, precepts. Okay. Yeah, but that's the same as the one earlier. Okay, and I went to Psalms 119. It's a long Psalms. Okay. In 93, he said, I will never forget thy precepts, I will never forget thy precepts, for with them thou hast quickened me. Right, and we know that the Lord he said, Lord, the Spirit that quickeneth. All right, and quickeneth means to make alive. All right, so through the precept, and that's how we actually we deliver the truth, man. People say we hopscotching or jumping scripture to scripture, but that's exactly how you read the scriptures. It's like a puzzle that's well put together. And you need the prophet, men of the Lord, the prophets, to discern it, man. And that's your need. That's your need for them, But you got bug outs and niggas out here just doing their own thing. Remember that in the Sesame Street? You had one of these kids is doing their own things. Some of your brothers too young to remember that. All right. Get grave and because these are the attributes that Paul gave that he modeled the church in Crete after. Okay. And we know it's sober. We know what sober means. We know it's not just giving them much wine, but some of us don't follow that one. But it's lawful. It's lawful. So we all good. All right. So this is
Strong's G 4586. Semnos.
And this is grave. Okay. Venerable, revered, to be venerated for character, honorable, of person, of deeds. All right, and I actually looked this word up in the dictionary, and it said, according to the great deal of respect, especially because of of age, wisdom, and character. All right, which Paul told Titus to model the new churches after, to not model, to set up the new churches after. He wanted older leaders. All right, because let's give an example of that. Why he wanted the older leaders. Damn, what I do? Shit. Okay. It's 1 Kings 8. Rehoboam had got the counsel, sought the counsel of the older men, but he forsook him. Here it is. 1 Kings 12:8. He said, but he forsook the counsel of the old men, which they had given him, and counseled with the younger men that were grown up with him, and which stood before him. All right. So, and he said, and we're going to read 9. And he said unto them, what counsel give ye, that ye may answer this people? Right. That's neither here nor there. But he forsook the counsel of the old men, which was the downfall of these leaders in the Cretan churches. Okay. So Titus, that's why the letter reads like it is. Let's go back to it and read it again. It makes it more clear. And this is the reason why the apostles had told us how to study, man. Because because when you go into the books and read about the books and what the places that they were at, and how they became, how they started teaching there, and the situations that they were going in, you would find out that there's similar situations to how we live in, how things are now. All right. This is Titus 2:1 again. He said, but speak thou the things which become sound doctrine, that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, and in patience. And in patience is my last one. Okay, so it's just a brief understanding of what them two scriptures, Titus, the book of Titus, that Paul had commissioned Titus to go re-establish the churches there. Okay, and this is patience.
Strong's G 5281. Hupamane.
Okay, hupamane. Steadfast, constant, enduring. Ooh, beautiful. In the New Testament, the character of a. Hold on, baby. I'm not done. Hold on. Go back with it. Okay, give me your phone. Let me see. I can't get it. Morning. How you doing? You good? Baby, I don't know the code. Okay, give it to daddy. Okay. Okay. In the steadfastness, constant enduring, the New Testament, the character of a man who is not serving us. Is that serving? It's not serving from his deliberate purpose, his loyalty and of faith and piety by even the greatest trials of suffering. Ooh, beautiful, because that's what Yahweh Shah, that's the foundation he laid, man. So, and patient, it says, be patiently and steadfastly, a patient, steadfast, waiting for, a patient, enduring, sustaining perseverance. Okay, and just constantly. Okay, Ecclesiastes 2 and 2. Come on, baby. Okay. All right. All right. It says 2 and 2. To this says that I say unto this, I said in my heart, go to now, I will prove thee with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure, and behold, thus also is vanity. I say of laughter, it is mad, and the mirth, what doeth it? I sought in my heart to give myself to wine, yet acquainting mine heart with wisdom, and to lay hold on folly, till I might see what was that good for the Son of Men, which they should do in the heavens all days of their life. That's not what I wanted. It says Ecclesiastes 2 and 2. Let's go here. Okay. Yep. Now, I just quoted from here. He said, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord. This is a Sirach. Slakia, okay. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in times of trouble. All right. So that's our patience, man. Okay. All right, my baby is up, man, and she's not gonna give Papa no rest. All right, with that, man, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, the Apostle, the Apostle June S, and your brothers and Akim that will hopefully let, and you few Akwas and listening to learn and being blessed, whatever Yahweh may find your hands to do. To the next one, Shalom.